Hey guys, what's going on? And in this video, we're going to be talking about a Havoc Demon Hunter's PvP talent called Reverse Magic. Reverse Magic is one of your top PvP talents, I would say. It removes magic debuffs from yourself or your teammates in player versus player combat. So, in situations where you would run this PvP talent, if you're going up against like a Venthyr priest with mind games, you can dispel fears. You can dispel mage's polymorph. Um, you can remove roots off of yourself, off of others. A warlock's unstable affliction. You can remove it with no penalty. A elemental shaman's flame shock. Any magic debuff, right? Even like a hammer of justice from a paladin. There's a handful of ways to use this effectively. What's cool about reverse magic, in comparison to say like a regular dispel, is that the magic debuff that's on you or your teammates, um, it gets reapplied to your opponent that casted it, assuming they're within like the 10 yards, right? That's what it says in the tooltip. Um, Things you can't remove from yourself would be like, let's say a hammer of justice, right? You can't use it. You can't use reverse magic while you're stunned or crowd controlled, right? That makes you lose control of your character. You can remove roots like a mage frost nova or a druid's entangling roots. Um, so it's definitely good, if you're trying to chase down, say, a druid where he just happens to get an entangling roots or mass entanglement off. You can reverse the roots, and if he's still within 10 yards, you can put it right back to them. I've had it too where I use it to, if my teammate gets sheeped, polymorphed, right, from the mage, I can go up to them, dash over to them with like a fell rush, vengeful retreat, night fade blink. Um, I can use reverse magic, and most of the time, I would say like the mage is nearby, so the sheep just gets applied back to the mage, and the mage is polymorphed instead. So that's really good. I mean, it's essentially a free CC depending on how you use it. I've even reversed mind games before, put it back to the priest, and they just happen to be casting a heal, and they end up doing damage to themselves, or they're doing damage and they heal us, right? Point is, it removes uh, harmful magical debuffs, right? Another use for this would be if you're going like in an arena setting, if you're going up against, let's say like an affliction warlock and a shadow priest, two dot based classes, right? With penalties when you dispel some of their dots. So like if you dispel a warlock's unstable affliction, then the dispeller is going to get hit for 20,000 health, let's say, and they're silenced, right? Or you get feared if you dispel a shadow priest's vampiric touch. Reverse magic isn't classified as a dispel, so the debuff penalty for unstable affliction and vampiric touch won't apply to you. If anything, it's actually, you can use reverse magic in your favor. So normally what I would do if I'm going up against one of those classes, I'll let them get their casts off, right? And when they're full, when they have their full duration on me, um, and let's say I have a go on them, I pop my cooldowns and I'm doing my thing, I'll reverse magic their dots and put them back on them, and it's just like a little bit more damage. It adds up, of course, right? I mean, so it's good. If I'm versing a shadow priest, I'll usually wait. I won't necessarily always use it when he has vampiric touch and shadow word pain on me, but I'll save it for when he gets mind games, in case I can't kick it, interrupt it anyway, or neither can my teammate or teammates, right? Depending if I'm in twos or threes. So for a Shadow Priest, I mean, I'll save it for mind games. Sometimes it'll get put on my healer, right, or my other teammate, and I can just dash over. They'll meet me like halfway potentially, and well, I just reverse it, right, and they lose out on their mind games and they can't use it again. I think it's on a however long cooldown. It's nearly a minute cooldown. I know that much. But yeah, mind games is, or sorry, not mind games. Reverse magic is all around a really good spell. You can use it offensively, defensively, and it's just a good spell. I mean, sometimes you don't always have the dispel available, so being able to use it's good. You can also reverse a hunter's freezing trap on it too. That's considered a magic debuff. I know there's a talent, I'm not sure which spec of hunter has it, but there is a talent or something, it changes your freezing trap to not be considered a magic debuff, so it's undispellable in that case. And yeah, you can't do anything about that, right? So for the most part, it's used heavily to just remove the bad debuffs and even some of the damage over time effects that have penalties for dispelling. So if we're going up against, say, those Shadow Priests and the Affliction Warlocks, right, in Arena, if we all have dots on us, and sometimes we'll stack behind a pillar, and I'll just reverse magic everything, and if we're in that situation, I mean, most likely we're not gonna be able to apply the dot back to, say, the Warlock or Priest, but I mean, we are dispelled, right? And we're not taking the damage from it. And if we do happen to get like a Hammer of Justice or something, right? Our healer would be able to effectively dispel and not get silenced and hit for 20,000, right? Because of Unstable Affliction. So reverse magic is really good, and if you're going up against a class that has like a bad debuff for you and your teammate, I would definitely run it. I'm usually running it. I'd say at 80% of the time, 90% of the time, I'm running reverse magic. So if you're going up against a team that doesn't have any magic debuffs, like a rogue or a warrior, I mean, then you wouldn't run it. You would run something else. And yeah, I mean, you don't have any benefit from running it there. And that's about it. That's all I got for reverse magic. It's a dispel that's not classified as a dispel, and you can definitely turn games around with it, depending your reaction time and your opponent's reaction time. And it's just a solid choice for a PvP talent, and has been for a long time since it's been out. So that's what I got. Video's around a little over 8 minutes now, so I'm gonna leave you guys here with that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Give my YouTube a follow. Also, I stream over on Twitch. Give my Twitch a follow too. I stream every night, every day. So twitch.tv/junkinmyhouse, and I'll see you there. Later, guys. See ya.